Well, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to Reading ceremony. It's with great pleasure that I greet you all here on a very special occasion. It's gratifying to be able to have you, your family and friends here with us to acknowledge, celebrate all that you have achieved. It's a particularly poignant occasion for me as it marks my final address as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. My term of office will conclude at the end of March. I have very much appreciated the opportunity to be involved with the university, and it has truly been an honor to undertake this role at graduation during my tenure. Graduation is the most important event in the university calendar, a day when we recognize and applaud the achievements of our graduates and share with them in their success. First and foremost, we are here to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of all our students. It's wonderful to see so many of you here today. Congratulations to you all. Welcome also to the employers, partners, parents, children, and friends who have come together today to celebrate with our graduates. Significant achievements are rarely made by individuals alone, but by people working together, and we acknowledge and thank you for your support. We can only guess how relieved you all were when you finally received the results. Before we get to the awards themselves, I would now like to invite the university's Vice Chancellor, Ashley Wheaton, to address the graduates.
Thank you, Stephen. And just echoing Stephen's sentiments, let me add my own very warm welcome to all of you here today. We're absolutely thrilled that you could join us. Shall we just start at the beginning? What an extraordinary group of people you are. It's your hard work and your determination that's allowed you to achieve something remarkable. And today, you and your families and friends have the opportunity to celebrate and also to reflect on those achievements. I have a belief that in life, you typically only get out what you put in. And for all of you, you've put in an enormous amount and you richly deserve everything that you get out. And my message to you all today is a simple one. Look forward And as you do so, consider carefully the future and positive impact which your newly gained qualifications and skills can have on the built environment. And even more importantly, to think about how best to see it through the eyes of the people who live, who work, and who play within it. None of us should be in any doubt that more than ever, the world needs a better, a safer, and critically a more sustainable built environment. Global citizens all have a right to demand that. And as you'll be aware, the challenges that we face are now greater and more complex than ever. Fast-growing populations, rapid urbanization, climate change, leading to the need for more resilient buildings and a significant and urgent reduction in carbon and energy use through the use of renewables. The emergence of smart cities and connected buildings, coupled with the general pace of technological change. Off-site and on-site manufacturing and advanced building techniques, as well as infrastructure and transport solutions on a scale never seen before. The list goes on, and it's certainly extensive. And anybody that was following yesterday's announcements by the Chancellor of the Exchequer will know that that list has just grown substantially. But all of these solutions require the application of your newly acquired specialist skills and knowledge. And added to that, I'd ask you to extend and consider your professional responsibility and to find a way in which you can play your part in being a guardian of our substantial, precious, and highly intricate built environment, whether it relates to newly constructed buildings or future buildings, or those buildings which are being restored or preserved or regenerated, or those which are being maintained or refurbished, updated, or simply those that are in use. I think it's fair to say that we need solutions which are creative and innovative and which will serve future generations. We really need you to be the professionals who understand the need for a long-term and human-centric approach to the built environment, who are sensitive to and appreciative of the natural environment within which our buildings sit, and who add to it rather than diminishing it. Most importantly, we absolutely need you to be the people who uphold the highest professional standards and quality. The built environment and the environment as a whole needs you now more than ever. And I, for one, feel more confident and more relaxed, knowing that UCM graduates will continue to be at the center of exceptional solutions for the built environment. It should be obvious to all of us that UCM's role is arguably now more important than ever. From our humble beginnings in 1919, following the institution's foundation by Sir William Wells, to meet the post-war demand for new building and construction, this remarkable institution has grown to become now one of the largest providers of higher education to the built environment professions, with some 4,000 students studying in around 115 countries. As ever, we remain responsive and agile in meeting the needs of industry, and we are significantly increasing our focus on environmental and sustainability programs to ensure that we're leaders in addressing the climate emergency and positioning ourselves firmly as one of the world's most sustainable universities. Our Royal Charter sets out our role very clearly, and our mission is emphasized in our 6 tenets within our core purpose: to provide education which is accessible, which is relevant, and which is cost-effective, which enhances careers, increases professionalism, and contributes to a more sustainable built environment. Ultimately, we are here to serve, and we will continue to ensure that the impact and influence of our work is both relevant and substantive. Our job, and in fact my job, remains straightforward: It's to fully support our students' education ambitions, wherever they are and at whatever level, whether they wish to go slow or fast, regardless of age or start point or background, without any unnecessary barriers. We want to make sure that we are equipping each and every possible UCM student today with the necessary skills to ensure that the built environment of tomorrow is an exceptional and a sustainable one. At UCM, that's what makes us different, makes us special, and I firmly believe makes us better. Please be ambassadors for the great work that we do as you join the 150,000 alumni of this great institution. Just before I finish, I'd like to pause and take a moment to thank our UCM trustees, both past and present, who all give their time voluntarily. And we couldn't do what we do without their continued guidance, support, and oversight. In particular today, I'd like to extend my thanks to Dr. Stephen Jackson, Vice Chair of the Board, but not only for guiding us through today's proceedings. As you've already heard, this marks Stephen's final graduation ceremony after 9 years as a trustee and vice chair. I'd personally like to thank him for his time, his dedication, and his contribution to UCM and the lasting impact that he's made during his 9 years as a trustee. Stephen has been a huge source of support and expert guidance, and during his time, it's probably fair to say that UCM has evolved substantially. Successful registration with the Office for Students, growth in apprenticeships, and move from the White Knights campus to our own building in the centre of Reading, guiding UCM through the challenges of a global pandemic, successful award of indefinite degree awarding powers, and of course, the forthcoming change to full university status. We'll say a full and proper farewell, Stephen, at our board meeting on the 3rd of April, but for now, I'd like to publicly thank you for all of your hard work, your leadership, your personal support and guidance, which I've valued enormously, and also on behalf of everyone at UCM, for your dedication and contribution to UCM and the lasting impact that you've undoubtedly made. Please could I ask all of you to join me in thanking Stephen. Thank you. But at the same time, I'd also like to recognise the exceptional work that's been done and is always done by all of these people behind me. In fact, every single member of staff at the University College, many of whom are not here today, but who all work tirelessly. And it's their dedication and commitment which is essential in providing such high quality programs each and every year. So please could I also ask you to join me in thanking them. So in closing, and most importantly, in reflecting on your achievements, please consider the positive and arguably the necessary impact which you can have on the built and the natural environment. Celebrate with your families and friends who've supported you, whilst also thanking them for their valued support and sacrifices, which I'm sure were an integral part of your studies. And then I'd ask you to make them even more proud as you develop your careers and you help to make a better and more sustainable built environment. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Jane Fawkes, Deputy Vice Chancellor, to call forward the graduates to receive their awards.
As we begin our awards today, please feel free to join us in congratulating all of our graduates by clapping and cheering their success. I first call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present the Certificate of Higher Education Built Environment Studies Award. The following graduates have been awarded: Kofi Yeboah Asamoah, Hannah Woodford, Vice-Chancellor. Next we present the Bachelor of Science Building Control Award. The following graduate has been awarded: Ruth Elizabeth McEachin, Vice-Chancellor. We now present the Bachelor of Science Building Surveying Award. The following graduates have been awarded: Jacqueline Allen, Mason Allen Dole, Humphrey Francis Jones, Elizabeth Jane Fryer, Luke William Oliver Osborne, Vice-Chancellor. Next we present the Bachelor of Science Construction Management Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Joseph Giuseppe Bonsiore, Joseph Christopher Edwards, Lewis Gellard, Jordan Edward Harris, Jonathan Maynard, Francine Nkongo, Abdullah Raja, Vice-Chancellor. We now turn to the Bachelor of Science Quantity Surveying Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Karima Ahmed, Haroon Amar, Markita Yakini Tani August, Kevin Francis Canavan, Bill Chandler, Tom Cranfield, Luke Hollis, Aidan James Langley, Erjon Soppy, Vice-Chancellor, next we present the Bachelor of Science Real Estate Management Awards. The following graduates have been awarded: Sarah Lauren Butcher, Frederick Hugh Dorling, Liam Hayes, Jonathan Paul Hood, Jaswant Kalarai, Gabriel Yehuda Lewis, Holland Malenga, Eleanor Snow, Long Yan Wong, Sharon Rachel Chung, Mozab El Gihani, Kai Su. Vice-Chancellor, I present those graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Building Surveying. The following graduates have been awarded: Barry John Bourne, Hoi Kong Brian Chan, Hannah Maria Crilly, Iram Kara, Sylvana Winstone, Vice-Chancellor, we now turn to those graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Construction Management. The following graduates have been awarded: Eleni Licolaou, Christopher James Roberts, Vice-Chancellor, next I present those graduates who have been awarded Master of Science Quantity Surveying. The following graduates have been awarded: Iris Allen Astillero, Hoi Meng Choi, Pratiksha Gautam, Rowan Holland, Chido Mapira, Gordon Francis Stone, Ifa Tatali, Jacob Alfred Whittlesey, Finally, Vice-Chancellor, we turn to the graduates who've been awarded Master of Science Real Estate. The following graduates have been awarded: Maria Afzal, Joel Simon Arwood. Natalie Brindley. Jacob William Clark. Isabel Ferguson. Adonai Louis Gourmet. Robert Elliott Gray. Alana Sophia Hersey. Mohammed Yusuf Javed. Amani Jerry. Kevin Chun Kao Lee. Joshua Samuel Lyons. Deshane Sean Madden. Aoife Margaret McGovern. Alice Nicholson. Thomas Alexander Oliver. Kieran Pakabaya. Jenny Campbell Pert. Nicole Lucy Pollock. Henry Richard Prager. Georgia Seymour. Michelle Amanda Louise Tate. Francine Torshi Torto. Ilana Victoria Annabelle Whistlecroft. Rosanna Louise Williamson. We warmly congratulate all those who are graduating in absentia today. Vice-Chancellor, I now ask you to present the winner of the Sustainability Research Prize. This prize recognises outstanding and collegiate contributions to sustainability research through the students' final year project by evaluating their creativity, originality, and potential for a sustainable contribution to the field. Academic and collaborative attitudes have also been demonstrated throughout the project module. We are able to present this award thanks to the generosity of some of our honorary community, including Anne Haywood, Andrea Plant, and Roll Call Property. The following graduate is awarded the Sustainability Research Prize for their project titled Are Station Regulations in the UK, Ireland, and the Channel Islands able to meet the requirements of the future homes and building standards and ultimately net zero or equivalent? I'd like to present this to Ruth Elizabeth Kitchen. We also congratulate those prize winners who are unable to be with us in person today. Vice-Chancellor, we now turn to the awarding of UCEM honorary doctorates. Today, we have the opportunity to recognise and honour in public two distinguished persons who throughout their careers have had a significant impact on the built environment. Vice-Chancellor, this individual is renowned for her contributions to London's urban landscape and a distinguished urban strategist. She has been a significant catalyst in urban change, championing tangible action on public realm, livability, and quality of life. Her visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to creating vibrant, inclusive urban environments have left an incredible mark on London's development. She is the recipient of a REBA Honorary Fellowship and a British Property Federation Lifetime Achievement Award, and was awarded an MBE for her services to the built environment. It gives me pleasure to present this to Patricia Brown, MBE.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you especially to UCM for this incredible honour.
I now have the difficulty of trying to read my scribbled writing, so bear with me for a moment when I focus on my few notes. I'd really like to thank you at UCM for this incredible recognition of my role in the built environment. I am particularly honoured because so much of what I've done over the past X number of decades, certainly the last 3 decades, has been a bit of an odd role. I don't have a profession. I can't say I'm an architect. I can't say I'm a real estate professional. I can't say I'm an urban designer. What I am is somebody that really cares about the way we live our lives, the way we, us, everybody in this room today, lives our lives, and the platform, the built world that we provide to them, us, to live a good quality, fair life in a sustainable world. And to bring a lot of what I do is galvanize people towards a greater objective and say, challenge the word can't when people tell me they can't do things. So I care and bring together the people who also care, who want to shape a better world, and to take on board all of the things that Ashley talked about in his excellent speech that we have to think of in this very changing world, that all of you fresh-faced graduates today will be thinking about in the next decades to come in your careers and having to deal with. So I'm particularly honoured because of the type of thing that I do, to be recognised in this way by UCM, because I know that the way I work, the endeavour that I have, is completely shared by everybody in the university, the Vice-Chancellor, the trustees, the staff, and everybody that's graduating today. And it's really important that we work together in this very challenging time to continue to shape our world, to make it a better, sustainable, fairer, equitable place for all of us. And I'd like to congratulate everybody who is graduating here today, and say it is such a privilege to be able to work in the built environment and know you make a difference to the way people live their lives. Take that seriously, enjoy it. It will be fabulous. Thank you so much.
Vice-Chancellor, this next individual is recognised for her significant contributions to architecture and her dedication to diversity and sustainability. Samita is an architect, teacher and writer, and the recipient of UIA UNESCO Women in Business and Atkins Inspire Awards. She founded Architects for Change, the Equality Forum for Architects at RIBA, and is past chair of Women in Architecture. She is a nationally elected RIBA councillor and the board trustee for education. Her work spans over 25 years in the teaching of architecture, sustainable design and professional practice, and she was awarded an OBE for her services to architecture. It gives me great pleasure to present this award to Samita Singh, OBE.
Good afternoon. So first, let me wish everybody who's got a degree or award, especially very welcome to see a woman getting an award in sustainability today. Many, many congratulations. I teach as well. So it gives me real pleasure to be here amongst you, amongst all the young people today who are going to make a big difference to the world we live in tomorrow. So I came to the UK in 1988 on a scholarship from India to study sustainable design. My background is from a very poor family. We couldn't have afforded to send me to Cambridge, but I was very lucky to get this scholarship. I really wanted to study for a PhD after that. The combination of family responsibilities and ill health meant that I couldn't. So this accolade really means a lot to me today. I'm wearing the same sari that my mother gave me when I left India. It's one of her old saris. And I wore this also for my MPhil graduation. I had to ask special permission to wear a sari in Cambridge, would you believe it? I am also wearing jewelry that my aunt gave me when I left India. So I dedicate this doctorate to my mother, my aunt, and all women who have not been able to study further. And thank you so much to UCM for this, I don't know, great honor and accolade. I am just so lucky to get it. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the awards today.
I now invite Richard Harrell to address our graduates. Richard is the Chief Executive Officer of CABE, the Chartered Association of Building Engineers, bringing extensive expertise from a distinguished career in architecture and building regulation. With experience in both public and private sectors, he has contributed to award-winning projects and has played a pivotal role in shaping UK building standards. Richard is committed to advancing safety and competence in the built environment, sitting on a number of committees and strategic working groups, including chairing the British Standards Committee, CPB1. We look forward to his insights and advice for our students as they set out to further their careers in the built environment. Richard.
Thank you very much, Stephen. Firstly, I want to extend my own personal congratulations to all of you who are graduating here today. It's a wonderful achievement, and I hope that you are feeling the pride you deserve in being recognized by one of the world's leading academic institutions in the built environment. I'm honored and humbled to have been asked to come and speak to you. And I want to emphasize how truly important you are to the future of this industry and why everything that you do from this point onwards really matters so much. For some of you, this will mark a milestone in a career that is already underway. For others, it is the start of a journey into a fascinating industry, which has a pivotal role to play in solving key problems both nationally and globally. At its best, I can think of no better industry to work in. I have had the pleasure, which I hope you will share, of working in great project teams where the sense of purpose and commitment is a joy every day. Many of you will see the remarkable transformation that only our industry can deliver and be able to take pride in the world you help build. I've worked with clients who inspire with their dedication to education, health, and communities, and others who have aspired to the creation of art. It has been a tremendous journey. The pace, the pressure, the thrill of seeing new structures and places come into existence as if from nothing. It's an industry truly unparalleled in both diversity and impact. Now, regardless in which profession you plan to work, You are the agents of change who will shape this industry going forward. From today onwards, you have a shared responsibility to deliver the safe, sustainable, and equitable built environment that is a key enabler both economically, and societally. It is no small responsibility, but I know you will rise to the occasion. And for you, the opportunities to develop in your professional calling and to make a real difference have never been greater. When I graduated with my first degree in architecture in 1993, the UK was in the trough of a deep recession. Unemployment was running at 12%, and more than half of my graduating year was still unable to find work as an architect 12 months later. Your future will not be more different. The construction workforce has shrunk by almost 25% since 2008, but the need for new homes, for new development, for construction, for building management has never been greater. Your skills are in demand, and that seems unlikely to change. What we can say about the future, with some certainty, is that the knowledge, understanding, and skills you already have developed will need to continue and at a faster pace than for any other generation to date. And it's worth putting that in context. The first machine age, the Industrial Revolution, saw muscle power replaced by horsepower and mechanical might. Construction benefited hugely, as did other industries, and the art of the possible in terms of what we built evolved rapidly in terms of complexity and scale. The 1980s and 90s saw the transition to the second machine age, where computing power displaced thought processes through technological automation. Construction has harnessed the age of the computer to some degree, but has not always benefited from the same improvements in productivity and efficiency as other sectors. But even in the last 2 years, we can see that this is starting to change again. You will be the first generation to emerge into the economy of the third machine age, the age of artificial intelligence. But as with all new technology, we must use this technology wisely. The Horizon scandal has now and forever established that the computer is not infallible, and the same will apply to AI. To ensure that the outputs of AI engines are right, you will need to remain inquisitive and challenging, applying the principles you have learned to act as an auditor, checking engineer, and editor, all rolled into one. Nonetheless, AI has the potential to unlock untold opportunities for positive change in our industry and in the built environment. The deployment of new technologies will transform how we work and the role of the human in the supply chain. It is an exciting, if somewhat unknown, future. And the part that you will play in that future really matters. You will have a key part to play in combating climate change, arguably the defining threat to our global society for the next 100 years. Climate science is now indisputable, and for any who remain in doubt, they only need to turn on the TV or look out of their windows to see the direct impact, whether it be floods, fire, or famine. The built environment generates more than 40% of the UK's carbon emissions, and construction generates 60% of all waste produced in the UK economy each year. As a result, built environment professionals have greater potential to positively influence climate outcomes than workers in automotive, aerospace, shipping, and logistics combined. Every decision you make matters. You have the power to change the future. As a cohort, you will have also the responsibility of rebuilding trust with the millions of people affected by the building safety crisis. The construction product of today is the home, workplace, school, or hospital for countless others tomorrow and for future generations. We have a fundamental duty to ensure that the built environment we create and manage is fundamentally safe for the people who live and work in it. Every decision you make matters. Their safety is in your hands. And we must all be mindful, not just of what needs to be done tomorrow or in a year's time, but also that our work shapes people's lives and opportunities for decades to come. Professionals in the built environment have tremendous power in the advice we give and the decisions that we make. With that power comes a responsibility to balance the powerful commercial drivers that dominate the development sector with the wider public interest and the impact on individuals and communities. Every decision you make matters. Your work will shape the world around. Your role is to help industry change so that you can live up to these responsibilities. It is and will continue to be an incredible and rewarding industry to work in, and I am envious of the experiences and opportunities that lie before you. But never forget that whilst the industry will undoubtedly shape you over time, you must also work to shape the industry for the better as well. In that context, I wanted to talk just very quickly about what it means to be an agent of change. I have never spoken in public about the key to making real change happen, in my view, but it's something that I've learned through 30 years of hard-won experience. I'm happy to share this understanding with you today so that you too can be the change you want to see. I hope you're not going to be disappointed. It is this: do all the hard work yourself and let others take the credit. If you learn to apply this approach, you will be amazed at what you can achieve. It's certainly stood me in good stead. And never forget that the pen is mightier than the sword. Those who write the minutes are indeed the authors of history. If that doesn't seem clear now, it'll become more clear over time, I promise you. More important than anything I've said to this point, I want to close with some exhortations, not about the amazing industry or your place in it, but about the most important people in the room today, about you. Whatever may happen, be kind to yourself. Those who never make mistakes never really learn or grow, and it is often how we deal with adversity that defines who we become. Be kind to others. The respect you show others will always pay dividends, regardless of the status or circumstance in which you find them. A smile and a thank you cost nothing but are priceless. Finally, protect your professional integrity at all times. Be honest, even if others do not wish to hear the truth, and learn to trust your doubts. And if you need to, reach out to those in whom you have faith to support you in making the right decision. No matter how hard it may seem at the time, I promise you will never regret standing up for what you know to be right. In summary, your future is full of awesome opportunities. It is up to you to make the best of them. With that, I can only say once more, congratulations, and I wish you all the very, very best in whatever comes next. Thank you very much.
Richard, thank you for a most informative and inspirational presentation. Thank you for your good advice, outlining the challenges and opportunities for the future. I would like to finish by adding my own personal congratulations to all our graduates on their magnificent achievement. This is without question one of the most satisfying and rewarding days for me as Vice Chair, for all my fellow trustees, and indeed for all the staff at the university. All of you here today have demonstrated incredible perseverance and commitment, alongside, of course, all your families and supporters, to see it through, working in the evenings, over weekends, and through your holidays. Well done. Now is the time to bask in your success. Your studies at the university are part of your learning, and learning is a lifetime activity. Education is the richest investment that people can make in themselves. The most critical issues facing all of us include energy, global climate change, and sustainability. You should feel proud that from today you are part of the solution, for these pressing concerns. You will always remain part of the university family and now join our extensive alumni network. The whole university congratulates and celebrates with you. We are so proud of what you have achieved. Please join us for drinks next door, and I truly hope you enjoy the rest of your day with your family and friends. Thank you very much. Please remain standing while the staff leave the stage.